Hello, good evening, and welcome to Orange Football Special with me, Mohamed Tobi Kagbo. Orange Football Special, now the program will tell you all routine matter about football, both locally and internationally. And don't forget, say Orange Football Special, the powered by Priority Solution, and at the leading mobile telecommunication in the country, Orange, the support time. Orange Football Special, they come to your TV screen every Monday from 9 to 10 p.m. on SLBC Channel 27 or SLBC Facebook page or any other social media platform where you able for reach we. And no say Orange Lek Yu. And because of Orange Lek Yu, we can to force loyalty platform where now give back to we loyal subscriber them. So we get a promotion where now we bolyai, we bosom, and we body. But go for a quick break. We'll come back. We'll discuss more in the program.
Orange Lek Yu. And because we Lek Yu, we dey introduce we first loyalty program when our Orange Lek Yu, the first ever na salon. This na for sure say we appreciate and love all we loyal customer them. Ready oh? Cause we dey can pamper you with amazing surprise them like you dream birthday party, data bonus, voice and SMS offer them. You go get VIP ticket to all program when our Orange the sponsor, tourist trips, discounts on prompt postpaid payment, and boku other surprise them. Orange Lek Yu, you now we bolly eye, you now we bosom, and you now we body.
Orange.
Welcome back from the break, and don't forget to you watch Orange Football Special with me, Mohamed Tobi Kagbo. Inside today's episode, we go talk on the video where they go around the country about a Ghanaian international, Samuel Bekoe, where don't show an intention for play for the national team. For talk more on that inside the program, I get Samuel Bekoe, where they play for FC Johansen Football Club. Samuel, good evening and welcome to Orange Football Special.
Good evening and thank you very much for having me on your program.
Inside the program also, I get my colleague sport journalist, a world football analyst by the name of Abdul Karim Kagbo, when I AKK. AKK, good evening and welcome to Orange Football Special.
Yeah, good evening, Mohamed Tobi, and thanks for having me.
I think it's a pleasure having two great men in the studio. But first, let me start for talk on Samuel. Samuel, will you be okay for let us talk in Korean or do it in English?
Any of them, we can mix both.
Okay, I think Samuel, you before talk Korean plenty, no? So?
Yeah, they talk and small.
Okay, it's great. Samuel, there is this video, but before we talk on the video, can you please tell us something about your footballing career?
Okay, my name is Samuel Kwaku Bekoe once again, and I'm 23 years of age. I started my football career in Accra, which is the capital town of Ghana. At the age of 8 years, I started playing in the juvenile league, which is mostly made for young upcoming talents who have the love for football. I started playing from Saint Stars, which we call in Ghana the Coast League, which is based on under 12, 14 and then 17. I played in the under 12 for 2 years, and then I played in the under 14 for 1 year. I played in the under 17 for another 1 year, and then I moved on to Liberty under 20, which is called Liberty Babies. I played also in Liberty Babies for 1 year, then moved to FC Juventus also for 2 years, and then from there I moved to Accra Youth, which was the junior team of International Allies, and then I played there for a half season, and then I was promoted to Inter Allies. And with Inter Allies I played there for 3 seasons, and then now I'm playing for FC Johansen in the Sierra Leone Premier League.
I think you have a very good background in your footballing career. Now let's talk deep on the video that is making the headline that Samuel Bekoe has shown his intention to play for the national team. Is it by force, or someone out there might be thinking that because of Samuel is playing for FC Johansen and the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Madam Aisha Johansen, is the CEO for FC Johansen Football Club. Maybe you have the pressure, that's why you decide to play for Leon Stars.
No, I'm not having any pressure, because if you could follow from most of my interviews that I've normally been doing, whenever they ask me about it, I tell them I'm not the only one to take the decision. My agent has to accept it, and also my parents has to accept it. And I've been speaking to them about it, and now is the time they've accepted it. And I also have the love to play for Sierra Leone, because I love the country Sierra Leone. I love how their culture, I love their food, I love the way they support their football, how they go to the stadiums in numbers to support in every game. that's why I decided to play for Sierra Leone. I said I have the interest to play for Sierra Leone.
Okay, now considering the fact as a young player, very much talented, your first season, despite the league never come to an end because of the COVID-19, you have been one of the most improved player in the Sierra Leone Premier League. How friendly are Sierra Leoneans to you? Why you decide to take this adventure?
Well, they have been very friendly to me from day one, and even now that I'm speaking, I have a lot of friends who are not from my club, who are very friendly to me. That I have friends in my club. Most of my friends are not from my club in Sierra Leone. Normally, people will say, okay, he has only friends in his club, but for me, I'm someone who likes to mingle around with everyone. I don't discriminate whether you are white, blue, black. So far as you give me the maximum respect that I need, I'll also give you that maximum respect. And I think I've made a lot of friends outside FC Johansen.
Considering the states between Ghana and Sierra Leone, looking at the ranking, one could say, why did Samuel thought it fit that you want to play for Sierra Leone and you want to be a Sierra Leonean? Looking at Ghana, it's above Sierra Leone in terms of football.
Yeah, I know Ghana is above Sierra Leone in terms of football, but it's the love. If you don't have the love to play for your country and you are forcing it, maybe what you want is not what you are going to get. And at the moment, I have the love for Sierra Leone so much. That's why I said I would love to play for Sierra Leone if I'm given the chance to represent Sierra Leone.
Abdul Karim, I think it sounds interesting. Looking at Samuel, sound confident. I think he has been thinking this. He don't think this thing for a very long time that he go like for play for the national team. Now, I ask him a few questions. I think by him free will that he decide to play for the national team.
Yeah, I think before I make my input into the discussion, I think when the news broke out, I think somebody used the word say, this now and to Mensa part 2.
Okay.
You know, for me, I think the good thing about Samuel in football, now that he go through the football transition, we're missing at this part of the world. You know, looking at I tell you what's from the under 8, under 12, under 14, under 17. That's how you get them right in football.
Sure.
You know, I will not say we not get in type now we current football trend, but it gets something we're missing.
Okay.
Where most of the players they not get. Right, that is the football discipline. Even when you talk to them, so you interview them, look the kind of composure we get. You know, when you inside the field, the kind of discipline where they show. You know, when they tell you in football history, like where then the YF Juventus, because before no sooner they sign them in November 2019, some of we can get for go out there, search for them and see if maybe the information we get about them not true, or which kind of player when be. You know, at some point in time also when they play at this team where they call Cedar Stars, I think at the feeder club for Interhalis. You know, the kind reports where the media be they get about them, be making even finish that particular season we get a breakthrough in Interhalis. You know, so that don't simply tell you say there is something in this young man. You know, but however, in this particular context, let me just tell the viewers that the idea of Samuel playing into a national team wholly and solely lies in the hands of the technical team.
Okay.
Right? He might have the intention for play for we, he might have the skills for play for we, but the technical department get the sole right for that for fit into the own system. Right? But I think another good thing we also get from this are the fact that you get somebody raised in another country, he came into Sierra Leone at the age of 21. Right? That is in around November 2019,
sure.
Where I think it's about the 29th of November 2019 where he signed for FC Johansen. Right? So at the age of 21, coming to a country just basically before 3 years, you already make up your mind for Kamate. You don't send another good message out there to other players them and to other nationalities that Sierra Leone, some sorry you come, they open the door for you. You feel like you don't be at home, you know. And there is something also we need for commend this young man for during the last league. On 3 occasions, he don't be a man of the match, right? In the league where you know end, right? He also be player of the month for 2 institutions. That is Leon Sports in January and also Sierra Leone Premier League update. You know, in January, then get him 2 awards. And also before they come out na Ghana for camp, he also win 2 awards na Ghana. when he play for Inter-Alice before he came to him. So for me, I think at the age of 23, with such kind of achievement and looking at the kind transition where they take place in the national team and in football, I think if they get the chance, they can able display that which you don't learn right through in football career.
Ekeke, you mentioned something about the technical staff, that the technical staff only gets the role now, even if Samuel accepts to play for the national team. He only left to the technical staff. But look at some of the highlights, video highlights on the player, Samuel Bekoe. You know, feel say it's high time the technical staff thought and think that we need this kind of player at the national team.
I think the role of the media in all of this now for identify the goodies, right? How good the player be or how important the player will be. But at the end of the day, the buck stop at the technical team for decide who that they want and which kind of system they want to approach a match with. Because as they continuously they stress on them, the role of the media now for just report the news. We can develop the news and report them. As I said, no sooner than sign the player for FC Johansen, some of we go on the rampage, try to get information about them. Because it sounds good, you know, saying that you get a Ghanaian, we don't play at the Ghanaian league, coming to Sierra Leone for can play. You don't also give the Guineans, the Gambians, and other nationality the opportunity that they can come into Sierra Leone and feel at home and play. So that not been the good thing where makes Mofu be the follower. But still they continue for say, it get something we're missing now with football, because when you watch, when last we even get an under 14 league?
I think last time was under Naim Kadi when he now be the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association. The last time we get a national under 14 league.
Now they talk about over 7 years ago when we last get an under 14 league. So what thing they happen now to those boys we've been there under 8, under 12, all this while we don't mature now. They don't go through that transition. They will not get academies and back home here for tame them, because academy not only for you go play, but you have to do with your mental strength, your physical strength, and also in the building emotionally when you get defeat or when you get down, how you approach the match, how aggressive you for the way you not get the ball, how aggressive you for the way you get the ball approaching the opponent. So all of these things that in the way they learn through. And Samuel fortunate for go through all of those stages. We're lacking in we on football. But as I say again, the buck stops at the technical team for decide which kind of approach they want to use in subsequent matches and which type of players them they need going forward.
Even though Samuel don't get the intention for play for Sierra Leone and be a Sierra Leonean player, to you again, there is this law that FIFA say the player for only 5 years now the country before he eligible for play for any country. Samuel not 5 years yet, even though he get intention. If we say eligible for Samuel play for the national team.
I think that aspect they talk about Article 8.1 in the FIFA statute, right, where they talk say a player for only 5 years within the country, but there are concession, because every now and then FIFA they look at how for make the game reach the people and play in an environment very much conducive. Yeah, on a few days back, FIFA been for reach at a decision, right, that if a particular player will not 21 years, as long as you not play 3 matches for a particular nationality, you get the right to play for another country. So all of these laws, now things that we feel saying, the SLFA experts them get for sit down, look at them. That if really the technical team confirm say they need the player and part of the system, the SLFA technical team get for sit down, put the expert them together, look at some of them laws there also and how it will benefit you. Right? Mind you, in article 6.1 again, there's another aspect, 6.1d, we talk about a player spending 2 years in a particular country for eligible for play also. So I think all what in me they say now is that the technical team gets bulk of the work now. For express the interest that if this player say want for play, we need an our system go fit in, right? Notifying the SLFA, and the SLFA itself can go further now for say, okay, now let we call we legal expert them together, look at the document that FIFA don't say, and maybe consult FIFA on the status of this particular player and how we feel say we can able utilize this intention for letting be at we own advantage.
You watch Orange Football Special, and Samuel, people out there we might be thinking that Samuel decided to take this decision to gain audience in Ghana or to eager some of the Ghanaian authority in football.
Well, if it was to be about audience, I would have stayed in Ghana, because in Ghana we have more audience than in Sierra Leone. And moreover, it's not about the media, because they are the same media people in Ghana, but it's about the development of myself and also the love I have for the game, and also the love I have for the Premier League and the country Sierra Leone at all.
AKK is talking about the technical staff. I think the responsibility now is in the technical staff because you've shown your intention to play for the national team. What is the relationship between you and some of the coaches in the country?
Well, I've not met most of the coaches in the national team, although I've played against their clubs, like Coach Kone. I know Coach Kone coaches Bull Rangers, and when we played against Bull Rangers, I won man of the match. I know Coach John Kista coaches FC
Eastern Lions,
and we played against them, and in that game I believe I played very well. So I think it's left to the coaches to decide. For the relationship, that doesn't come in, because you can have a good relationship with the coach. If he wants you, he wants you. If he doesn't want you, he doesn't want you. So I guess they should take their time and then decide on what they want to do.
All right, AKK, I think you don't talk everything we need to know about Samuel Bekoe and the technical staff. I think in relationship with some of the coaches, you don't know all the coaches they're not the country, but the top coaches them way you don't play against the likes of Coach Kone. I think you don't get words with time, and also the newly appointed coach for the national team, John Kista, also gets a very good relationship with time. I think so. In the midfield position, we'd always declare that Leon Stars need a player who will for create the difference in midfield, like the type of Mustafa Aji. You don't feel it's an opportunity also as a nation for grab this forget Samuel part of the team.
Yeah, I think Toby, in terms of in relationship with the coaches in the national team, I think I go on for both the local world where people can say find markets, not art for sale. You know, Samuel being in this context as the fine market, I feel say he left with the decision of the technical team, as I don't they say.
Yeah.
I think we get something where we don't miss over the years in football, and we not go able to shy away from that. Now that in some games we notice say we strikers and the staff, because the nature and the manner in which ball and they reach them, and not to with the knocking get them the time when they can want them, you know. So getting a kind of player able make the ball reach to the strikers, I think that they can able utilize them in that direction, you know, because when you watch the African type of football where we play, you need to get the ball to the strikers if you want for getting the goal, and not only left within Africa, but you don't go beyond, because over the years we don't see the long type of football in Africa taking it direct from the defenders and sending them right through to the strikers. And if you continuously play that type of football, they exhaust the strikers. But when the ball they get transition from the defenders to the midfielders, and you did not notice say now they get the 3-5-3 formation where most of the coaches then they use now, that wing back system. Then once for let the ball they reach the strikers with limited energy with them for use, you know. So the midfield go down do most part of the job and just deliver for the strikers for them do and finishing. So if you get such kind of player where they express an interest for play for you, I think we can able to utilize them in that direction, you know, because now the team don't resume training. Yes, we get quality players them day. Yeah, we get players them also where they make the mark out there, but majority of them where they make the mark, they are strikers, right? Back home, we get bulk of the midfielders them, but Samuel don't show Bokutin way some of them not get, and they get the real presence also.
Sure.
We also equally important in African football. Yeah, so I think we can take them from there. That the real presence is there, the quality churches are there, you know, quality deliveries are there. So the technical team for just do their own part of the job if they want the player, not in team, and seek the advice of the SLF for see what will be the next step.
All right, so there it's AKK and Samuel Bekoe at the studio. I need to watch Orange Football Special on SLBC Channel 27. But go for a quick break. We'll come back and continue with the program.
Let me tell you something. Orange can bring something for you and me, yeah. Whether you know me from
baby, that is fuck. Spark the throw give you juicy data bundle for enjoying our Facebook and WhatsApp. Get 1.2 gigabytes for 9,500 leones weekly. We dey give you 1.2 gigabytes for free as you join. So Spark, get some nice.
Welcome back from the break, and don't forget to watch Orange Football Special with me, Mohamed Toby Kagbo. And Orange Lek Yu. And because of Orange Lek Yu, all you need for do, Orange don't surprise so many people with a surprise birthday celebration. All you need for do, just go on our Orange Facebook page, comment your birthday date and share and wait. You say go be among the people and Orange go celebrate the surprise birthday. Back to Samuel in the studio. Samuel, let we talk a little clear so people out there go understand what exactly this guy for say.
Right.
Samuel, which you like but Sierra Leoneans or which you like but the league?
What me like about the league? The league get very good momentum.
Okay.
And then a whole lot of wonderful players who are in different clubs, who have their own system of play, unlike to me, who is coming from a different country. And I think Sierra Leoneans are lovely people, and they like to have visitors. They know how to take care of visitors, and I think those are the things that made me love Sierra Leone the more.
Your relationship with some of the Sierra Leonean players, them you will name few of the players them where you get that very strong relationship. Players them way not a part of the FC Johansen team. Players the way they a different club. Then your relationship with them players.
I get beaucoup party there with the different clubs.
Okay.
Like then Gashon where they play for Mighty Blackpool.
Yeah, sure.
I get Nobu Darami where they play for Edwards.
Okay.
And Diaby where they play for Lions. Okay. I get beaucoup friends there. Mares where they play for Blackpool. I get beaucoup friends where they play for different them Prisbury, they all Nami Paddy.
So it means even though way you not even get the opportunity despite you don't get attention for play for the national team, you feel at home, say you know Sierra Leone now.
Yes.
We get different. I think in the video you mentioned that you get an auntie with a Sierra Leonean. You will tell me how you get you don't have this auntie for a very long time, but now you can't salon. You can't sabiam.
Actually, when I be the can na salon, nine then tell me. But before I know Sabian because my uncle can marry them, and automatically, so far as my uncle can marry them, my auntie.
Sure.
Yes. I make her know say I get person within a salon. But before I know be get that intention, I might say as they can naturalize. But I think say from the start the connection did it, and moreover it make her generate more love for the country. Yes.
All right, AKK, I think you don't already hit the nail on the head because look at the players them we mentioned that they get a very good relationship. The Prince Barry, we don't trade na Guinea for a very long time. He also trade na Egypt to be a successful transfer. I think the names that we don't mention also will only tell them that Samuel, you don't need for return back to Ghana. You need for stay and be part of we.
I think I want to start with the word where you say Sierra Leoneans are lovely people.
Sure.
You know, this is not a new phenomenon, not a new thing to some of we. You know, when you interact with people out there, that's not the common language where they always tell you that Sierra Leoneans are lovely people. You know, and we get lovely environment where person can able come and trend. You know, so for me, I think not a new thing. Yeah, the only challenge where some of we can say in this particular context now that we need to get a very favorable footballing environment. You know, more of these people they out there we feel say Sierra Leoneans are lovely people, but if we not get a sustainable league, we not get an effective footballing environment, they're not going to want for interface with the country. You know, mind you, we just play one league way done towards the other league where we didn't play for we don't already begin attract people out there where they come. Just imagine if Samuel end up for succeed in bid for play for the country, what thing will happen? It gets people that we don't interact with from where they come out YF Juventus to see their stars to that of Inter Alice. It get players and we go to chat with where they talk with where they tell them about how the environment is very conducive, how they can able come and make life comfortable for themselves without missing Ghana, you know. They can simply able come and add more value to the team. Mind you, just imagine Samuel later hear about waiting an agent.
Sure.
You know, how many Sierra Leonean players he can able talk to and tell you about saying agent? I think so doing interaction with him and colleagues them, what thing will happen? He go even begin tell them what thing agent they do for him and what thing it mean for let you get an agent in football. How plausible that can be in your career. if you want to hit the mark internationally or want to be a professional player. So I think these are the ingredients that we some of feel say for adding to we football, but make we football get the level we want to see and attract the kind resources where we want to push the game go before. So these are all the things that make some of we happy, not only because of they come as a person, but waiting than they mean in we country moving forward in terms of football development.
All right, Samuel, before we take a short video of you, I'll just ask you the first question. There is another Ghanaian player that is playing for FC Johansen. It's called Abdul Latif. I think that's the name.
Yeah.
Will not ever get a conversation after you make this decision that you go want to play for the national team?
Well, I've been talking to him, like I've been on the teller before. That for me, if the chance come for I play for Salon, if then give me chance for I naturalize, I no get problem. I dey play for Salon. And in back don't give me in positive ideas and in advice about this decision where I be the one take before. Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget, so you still watch Orange Football Special with me, Mohamed Toby Kagwola. We take short video of Samuel, where he be the trading football career in Ghana for Inter alias. That might be a very good video of Samuel Bekoe with its in football career na Ghana. I think we don't miss anything because we don't watch him na the Sierra Leone Premier League. They win back-to-back man of the matches, and also he don't perform well despite being able to get more goals yet now the Sierra Leone Premier League. But we hope for see Samuel for score more goals. AKK, back to you in the studio. I think say Samuel don't finally decide, but the problem here is now, considering the fact that the national team get to play against Nigeria on the 9th and on the 17th of November, he go eligible for we get Samuel part of the team if the technical staff decide say we need to get Samuel in the team.
I think as a professional, I think that they get some technical issues we get to be handled by the SLFA, because I remember it happened one year, even the in your case be even worse, when this Munir Al-Dadi, when somebody where in parents them go born in Spain, and even play for Spain in 2014 against Macedonia, I think in a friendly match, because now the Moroccan FA don't approach FIFA again before then they reach this decision we then take 2 days ago, right? So for me, I feel say it gets to do with some amount of technicalities where they need to get clear.
Okay.
You know, because in the 70th FIFA General Assembly where they hold 2 days back, where they get decision that as long as the player before the 21 years and not play 3 matches it for a particular nation, they qualify for play. That's not the broad one. Because the official write-up for some of we not get access to it, but that now they go why they very clear.
Sure.
You know, the other technical aspects not come out, it's clear. So I feel say for Samuel, the fortunate part here now that play for the Ghanaian national teammates at any level. So I think it stand a pole position for play, because mind you, we national team officially not begin training it.
Yeah.
While they wait for the pronouncement of His Excellency
for lift the
ban on sporting activity. So officially not begin training it. So I think we still get time. Now we live now a global village where with the use of internet, within the twinkle of an eye, you can able get you correspondent, reach any survey for each, and you wait for your reply, we can come within a day or two. So as long as you get your technicalities right, then go respond to you, and if we then are very if we did in the correct order and how things will go, I think it can still use them, because mind you, they all be done. They are all this why we football not they play. Not like for say we own them, they live and play whilst in the wait. We all now we stop together now for play, and now if the game they resume again, I think they're all within the same frame of mind, physically and otherwise. You know, but I believe so as a player where they under an agent during this period, they go down to doing individual workouts them where I feel say go help them and go give them advantage over other players them. Because mind you, agent not go on for the continue for support a player or the fight for a bigger deal for a player, we not go able work on in physical fitness during this period. So I feel say all waiting left now, they don't make them known because they don't be official now. You just need for let you get the SLFA side of things, for let them contact the FIFA decks responsible for naturalization of players, then go respond to them and let them see if the player is eligible for play for you.
Samuel, Ghanaian players them don't do well in terms of record. We don't play in the Sierra Leone Premier League over the past years, during the 80s, the 90s. I think Eastern Lions and Mighty Blackpool among the teams them we don't fortunate to get more Ghanaian players than part of the team. And now you don't get your intention clearly to the public that you go love for play for Sierra Leone. So tell me some of your relationship background. Is it that you don't get or fiance we also the trigger you for play for me?
No, not at all. Because my girlfriend cannot tell me what to do when it comes to my football career, because my football career is my life.
Sure.
Yes. And the only one who has the right to tell me anything about my football career is my family and then my agent. That's the only people who have the 100% right to tell me any decision to take about my career.
So you feel say this decision is not that early, considering you're just 23, you get a very bright future for go, you get so many matches for play. You don't feel say is that too early for get this decision that you want for play for Sierra Leone?
No, I don't think it's too early, because so far as I'm prepared and ready to play for the country, there's no need for me to delay and then wait for 4 or 5 years to decide again. No. So far as I'm here and I'm ready to play for them, I just have to decide and then wait for their response.
All right, we still here with Samuel and Abdul Karim Kagbo at the studio, and you watch Around Football Special with me, Mohammed Toby Kagbo. Well, we'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We continue with the program.
Orange Lek Yu. And because we Lek Yu, we dey introduce we first loyalty program when our Orange Lek Yu, the first ever na salon. This na for sure say we appreciate and love all we loyal customer them. Ready oh? Cause we dey can pamper you with amazing surprise them like you dream birthday party, data bonus, voice and SMS offer them. You go get VIP ticket to all program when our Orange the sponsor, tourist trips, discounts on prompt postpaid payment, and boku other surprise them. Orange Lek Yu, you now we bolly eye, you now we bosom, and you now we body.
Orange.
Welcome back from the break, and you watch Around Football Special. We're still here with Samuel and Abdul Karim Kagbo in the studio. As Samuel done through an intention that he want to play for the national team, Leone Stars. Samuel, thinking about the people back in Ghana, after the video don't go viral that you don't get the intention for play for the national team, and some people in Ghana don't follow you for a very long time, you don't get any reaction or any negative feedback from the people where they live in Ghana?
Actually, the feedback where I get from me other friends there and other people who they follow me na social media na positive reactions.
Okay.
Nobody know they tell me say no Samuel not for take this decision, a bad decision. Then they tell me say okay we they support you. Just
Sure.
put in your hard work like you always do, and then we back within Ghana, we too they pray for you. None are the positive reactions we had don't receive.
So where FC Johansen King Camp, continental food, or you don't get your favorite food where you don't love Sierra Leone so much?
Well, me basically I like for eat anything. So far as I know say you the eater, I know say me back I will eater. But for favorite, you don't say salon then get boku sauce plasas then.
Yeah.
But me I like cassava leaf.
Okay.
I like binge.
So in which way? Because cassava leaf we cook in two ways. We get the palm wine, we get the oil, and same goes to the beans also.
I dey eat both.
Okay.
I don't get different one way I dey eat or the one way I know they eat. I dey eat both and I like both as well.
So you can even go now because we get cookie places them way normally footballers them can go eat after training. So you say get them places then they
Boku
okay. We still here with Samuel Bekoe at the studio, and this is now Orange Football Special. And don't forget see Orange Lek Yu. And because of Orange Lek Yu, we get so many promotion for the loyal subscriber them. But Abdul Karim still there with me at the studio, and we talk on the Samuel Bekoe as don't draw an intention for play for the national team Leone Stars. So I'm AKK. I think say for hit the final nail on the coffin, it's only left for the technical staff now for decide whether they go need Samuel na the national team.
Yeah, I think I see me brother they talk about cassava leaf, they talk about beans, you know. That's the beauty about Sierra Leone.
Sure.
In terms of we local food, you know. Now one thing and the way can able entice foreigners for let them able like we culture, you know, and I we get the kind of woman them way equally sabi play with that kind stuff they you know. And also for the reaction of people in back home in Ghana, I think that's just tell you that they get belief in
because that thing be the trigger me that because of inequality we possess in family go like for be for play for Ghana national team, but now he don't throw intention that he go want for be a Sierra Leonean and he want for play for the national team. I be feel say we'll get that negative feedback, but look at the positive thing the way they say that back home in Ghana people the cheer up and say okay that's a bold step and we wish you good luck in this new endeavor we want for be a Sierra Leonean.
That boils down to communication.
Yeah.
You know, I think from the time where a calm tone, and then they get in touch with in family back home and friends them and tell you how conducive the environment be for an asshole. And in life, your happiness counts. If you come and tell me say, I've been there in Afriton, I'm born in Afriton, but when I go na Kenema, I don't feel like Kenema I'm at home. right? Always have been feel say what in African or we achieve. Equally we achieve and more than a kenema.
Okay.
If somebody they will care about you and we understand you well and also you mean well for yourself, can just tell you say, well, if that you feel is the best of options for you, I wish you all the best. Let God make with you the first for you get them.
Sure.
So I think based on that kind of communication and the kind of hospitality where Samuel don't get, I think if you don't send the message back home, and I strongly believe that maybe based on the message that you don't send, you go get 1 or 2 Ghanaian players that we go even talk say, if I get the opportunity, my agent allow me, or maybe a team can see me, I go wish for go play the, that kind of camaraderie they don't exist now.
Yeah.
And go don't communicate them back home there, and I think that's lead for let them give that kind of positive reaction there.
Samuel, continue with the league, the Ghanaian league to the Sierra Leone Premier League. What do you feel seen as some of the things them or some of the values we need for be added onto the league?
Okay, for me, I would say the league forget beaucoup pitches because, to be frank, if you observe, you see say most of the teams then they play their home games at the stadium.
Yeah.
And basically, not for this, so at least every club forget their own training field where they train and their own field where they play in games. So at least your own supporters they follow you every week, and your own media team they follow you every week. But say Salon different because for Ghana we know say if we play game on Wednesday, they play Sunday. If they play Wednesday, they play Sunday. But for Salon it's not like that. If you play, let me say Monday, you get for wait till maybe something next week Wednesday or next week Friday or next week Thursday, and that one they take a lot of time.
Sure.
Yes, because if the league they go on every time, you see say the consistency and the match fitness level they go high. So if they call you for your national team self, you already prepared because you they play consistent. So I think that are the basic things then we then get for work on, and also then for try groom the young ones, because if all the attention they on the Premier League,
sure,
the young ones where they come no go able get that opportunity at once for going to the Premier League. Therefore start from basic things before then they reach
to the Premier League.
So I think say most of that things then back then get for look at that.
All right. That's not some of we local aspect inside the program this evening, and this is not Around Football Special and Priority Solution, the Para Orange Football Special, and the leading telecommunication now the country Orange the supporter. Inside the international scene, AKK Manchester United don't get the first defeat at the start of the English Premier League. I think it's an embarrassing result. Thinking of the fact that inside Old Trafford for the first time they don't get a very hopeful defeat against Crystal Palace. You feel say there is a lot need for done in the Manchester United team?
Yeah, I think the results we receive them with mixed feelings.
Okay.
Because as a moderate Manchester United fan, I think within our international forums, some people go justify the results by saying it is good that we get such kind of result at this early stage when the transfer window still open. Because maybe if the team didn't get the kind of results where the board they expect, maybe them for still relax and feel say we get the kind of quality and depth for take we right through the league. But such kind of results coming in very early, I think it don't set the stage also for let the board go step up, for let them see areas they also feel say we can able make amends. When you look at the current defensive setup where Manchester United get, even though they consider less goals in the previous season, but you also got to agree with me that the FA Cup loss where Manchester lost their particular one they began for do with the defensive blunder. Okay. And when you also look at the Europa semi-final also that as a result of a defensive challenge also. Now, yesterday game, for example, you get a particular player making 3 errors will lead to a goal in the aspect of Lindelof, right? Looking at the cross where I think Zaha make, yes, right? It be supposed for make it be supposed for himself more than waiting a Gisson.
Okay.
Looking at the handball where lead to the penalty, and also the third goal, right? Looking at the chest where you do is somehow sloppy and lead to a goal. That simply tell you say there's a challenge in that particular angle.
So in the department of Manchester United, you feel say the defensive line of Manchester United gets a very big work for do that they need for bringing in another centre back for settle the problem that the Manchester United defense.
That's not just one among the several problems that were there around the team.
Okay.
Manchester United over the years when we talk about the David Beckham, the Cristiano Ronaldo. We've been used to get a type of football where they play from the wings, we get
a goal,
But looking at the current crop of players that within at the team, how many swingers then will they get? From the left back and the right back, and out of the number 7 and number 11, how many swingers that will they get for the strikers then? Yesterday when you look at the game, the whole of the first half, the strikers then be starved because they even get control of the ball. So the defense are just one of the several challenges that the team they're facing right now.
Okay.
Look at yesterday playing for Chumensa ahead of Wan-Bissaka. I don't know waiting to be the coach in your own idea behind that particular decision day. Also starting James ahead of Greenwood. I don't know because for me, not just a single friendly team play against Aston Villa who lost. And one of the justifications the way the coach they gave yesterday now that Christian Palace don't play 4 games before that particular match day, meaning they prepare ahead and him may get just a single match for play. Why then start the same team will end the season will be the give results?
Yeah.
But let them start the match and go. James end the season poorly. Then you start a season where sign quality players and go start them in that particular match. You get Wan-Bissaka despite in skills in terms of pulling the ball out there, but he's very, very much defensive minded. You take him, you drop him to the bench and then start for Chumensa, not being get that in best yesterday. So I think for me, the message where that result they sent yesterday, I think are there among those we feel say for football where we they watch and where we go on for see for me a positive result. Because maybe then they go we will hold them because yesterday we hear say the fans them they also go on the rampage in terms of protest, calling on the board for step up in terms of signings. Because I see no reason why United for they struggled for fix in the challenges that wouldn't identify in the previous season. Looking at the kind resources where the team gets, looking at the kind visibility where the team gets worldwide, the kind fan base where the team gets, you just get to give the fans them that type of quality football will make the fans and continue to follow the team and put their resources into the team.
Goal scoring is a problem for Manchester United because if you look at the striking force for Manchester United, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, I think they're at their very best pick for Manchester United. So many fans out there yesterday made the thing say mentioning Greenwood for being the starting lineup for Manchester United. Same to Wan-Bissaka, even Luke Shaw. But I think scoring is the key thing in football. United lack that mentality there for score more goals in a single game. You not feel say that department also need to get a new face?
That's why I said the defensive have been just one of the several problems that the team they're facing. Yeah. Looking at yesterday, even at some point you notice say Paul Pogba in delivery been very, very much they get so many incomplete passes where not be able to reach the right destination.
Sure.
Right? And when you get such kind thing that happen in a team of this nature at this particular time where you need to get results, you end the season over 30 points behind the league leaders.
AKK, I think scoring goal for Manchester United don't be a major concern because looking at the striker, Martial, Greenwood, and that of Rashford, Manchester United will get more goals in a single game. You don't feel say that department they also need a new face for scoring goals for Manchester United?
Yeah, I think even before the post-Corona era, we they come for can resume, we get the issue of saying we need for add to that striking force day. Okay. With the kind blend where they up there, you really need to get somebody who go out high competition for make the players them step up. Right. At some point then they play with some amount of comfort because knowing fully well that the reserve players them know they come with high competition because knowing fully well that every week in week out now me they play. Right? But if you know say for example you count quality players where can equally count with the high competition, seriousness they come inside the team, But looking at United yesterday, it takes some time for United begin get shots on target.
Creating more chances in the game.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the last Manchester United team under Sir Alex Ferguson, you get Dimitri Berbatov, you get Wayne Rooney, you get Hernandez, you get Makeda. I think you get like 4 or 5 strikers in the team. Now we don't see that competition in the Manchester United team. Going back to the defense, you get the Vidic ready for sacrifice for Manchester United. We know they see that kind of quality players in Manchester United.
Yeah, I think Manchester United transfer policy don't be a huge challenge in recent times. The transfer policy not look they give them the kind of result with the fans that they look out for over the years. Because now people be expecting no sooner the season come to an end, United for go into the market, fixing them problems that we then get and look out for get quality results. Mind you, United don't return to the Champions League. So they expect say this is the time for them fix the challenge with them they get in terms of transfer when they not be into the Champions League, you know. But now then they into the Champions League and then they get challenged now for attract quality players.
Okay.
So now people notice now say it's not about United not being into the the Champions League and made them they get challenged, but because of them get a bad transfer policy where they affect the team. You look at the current challenge where they get on Jordan Sancho. They don't get this challenge from since the transfer window not even open it. Till now United no will complete that kind transfer day, right? You get other quality players and way they out there where people be expecting United for don't spring into this transfer market and fixing them, challenge them. And Man City don't go and get Nathan Ake. They're still going for Koulibaly. These are the players that we don't link at some point with Manchester United. So what they come with the challenge in terms of the transfer? You see the fans are waiting at the Grundy. Now Old Trafford, they come out and say, no, we are not getting it right. In terms of the transfer policy, we need for up with transfer policy and try to get quality players. Because mind you, getting quality players also they help you market for goal. You know, recently they bought a defender and a Porto in the Torsel.
Torsel, a left fullback.
I think for me, the challenges then they into the team where the board need for fix if we for compete this particular season, because teams same way we for compete with already designed quality players. Look like teams like Everton, for example.
Yes.
Going for quality players, right? Look at teams like Liverpool going for quality players. Then United way don't go Champions League, they struggle and forget quality players them into them team for let them compete. I think like huge one.
Okay, thank you very much, AKK. Because of time, we're not able to take all this. But Samuel, which will be your final statement?
Well, I would like to urge the young footballers who are playing in Sierra Leone that although you are playing football, but you need to know where you are going and where you are coming from. It's not about the background, whether you are rich or poor, but you have to know that you have an aim. You want to play for these big clubs like Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, and the other European clubs. You have to put in hard work and not only depend on your team training. You have to work on your own as well. Like for me, when I was coming up as a young boy, I didn't get the advice like this, but at the long run, I began to learn from people. So that's the only message I would like to give to the young ones who are coming up as footballers.
And so, my football analyst now the studio, the man we will tell you more about Sierra Leone football. AKK, your final statement at the program.
Yeah, I think I just ramble with the words of Samuel. I think we don't pick up small.
Okay,
very soon we go see another 14 competition they come up.
Sure. We
go begin with the fact I'm searching for stars. I think that another good thing we try for do, because we know there's a missing link. I just want to encourage the private sector for also coming and support Sierra Leone football, because the game need money, and if you don't get the resources, you're not going to get the kind flyer where the league forget. So we also call on those way they are around football, be it those at the SLF or those way now the stakeholders for create a very conducive footballing environment where we will encourage the private sector for come in and put in the resources so we will get quality football in subsequent years then. All
right, thank you very much, gentlemen in the studio, to you Samuel Bekoe, and also to you Abdul Karim Kagbo, AKK for short. And don't forget, saying also around football special they come to an end. I want to say a very big thank you to the production team, to you Richie Bona with it behind the camera, and also my able producer when I'm more like Kagbo, MC Owen for short. And I send this special treat to my predecessor when our engineer Mohammed Benson Bayo for a very big thank you as I'm in day na this throne. But now it's Mohammed Toby Kagbo. But for the first time today, I go left you with me engineer Benson Bayo in sign with a bind.
Orange.